I really want to get into Korean skincare. Not this big. Look at these, they look so good. It feels very awkward to get back in front of the camera when you haven't done this in a while, and I don't like it. I don't like feeling awkward in front of a camera because I want to be vlogging this year. That is the plan, to do more vlogging. I also, this is a bit of a breaking the fourth wall moment. I have a little screen here, right? And when I'm looking at the screen, I'm not looking at you. This is when I'm looking at you. This is when I'm looking at the screen. And when I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking at me. This is when I'm looking at you, which I want to get better at this year because I feel like when I'm looking at you, I feel like I'm connecting with you. Whereas when I'm looking at the screen to make sure that the shot looks good, I'm focusing on the shot, not what I'm saying. We're gonna do a little boop. I always think it's nice to do a little date check. It's the 14th of January today. This is a weird year so far. I really don't want to be the type of person who gets stuck in New Year's resolutions and like completely doing a life overhaul every single year once we hit January 1st. Equally, last year was a bit of a nightmare for me for more reasons than one. I had a lot of personal stuff going on. I had a lot of health scares in the family. I had a lot of drama. I've looked at my vision board for last year and the things that I thought this year would look like, and I looked at my goals from last year. I don't think I've achieved what I wanted to achieve, and that's fine. I mean, maybe my expectations were too high. I think I lost sight of what I wanted and I fell into old habits. But equally, there was a lot going on. There was a lot going on that was unpredicted, and that's life. And I know I'm being very vague, so I'm going to break it down a little bit for you. And I think it would be worth going through my old goals for last year, my goals for this year, and how I just really want to be more intentional with the goals that I set, because I feel that it's very easy January 1st to do a vision board, write your goals, write your resolutions, do a bit of a reflection on the year before, and then not think about it again all year. And I don't want to do that this year. I want to make the changes that I think I need to have the life that I want, not just wait for that life to come to me. Like, I want to be intentional and create action to get that life. Like I said, there were a lot of health issues that kind of went on last year, not with myself kind of, but more so with family. A large part of the year was supporting that, which is, you know, what you do when a family member has an illness that reduces their capacity to take care of themselves. As much as I'm happy to help, it was a very draining year. I didn't feel like I achieved a lot because I felt so drained all the time. I also finally went through the assessment process for an ADHD diagnosis, and I was diagnosed. I don't know if that's obvious. It's so funny because I've been, you know, talking to the people closest to me in my life about the diagnosis, and it's interesting for two reasons. Because the first thing they kind of say is, you don't have ADHD. Like, I think it's coming from a place of, I'm so good at masking, and, you know, I've created so many systems so that I can achieve things and, you know, go through life in a relatively okay way. I'm not the type of person to not do that, and I'm very fortunate that I have the capacity to do that, right? Like, not everyone has that, and that's the sad part of, you know, late diagnosis. If you don't know that you have this thing and you don't have the capacity to put these systems into place, then you can end up in a very different life path from what I did. A little bit invalidating when people say that. When I kind of explain what I do and why I seeked the diagnosis, it makes sense to them. Then they go, oh yeah, no, okay, you do that actually. And it's like, yeah, I do. And I also do a lot of other things that I don't share because it's, you know, the way I cope with being in the world, which sounds really morbid, but it's not. Since being diagnosed, I have started medication as well, which has been very interesting. It's been a bit of a journey in terms of realizing how loud my mind was and how quiet it is now. And I definitely do want to share a little bit more about that journey and what led me to wanting to seek an assessment, what I've noticed since finding out and starting medication and that kind of thing, because obviously it's made a bit of a difference for me. So yeah, I think I just wanted to go into this year with a little bit more intention and be really realistic. And why is my cat being so weird as soon as I pull out a camera? That's so funny. A big thing that I've learned, you don't just fall into the life that you want because you want it. So I think this year is about being a bit more intentional about the things that I value. We'll get into that soon as well, about how to kind of set goals that align with your values rather than what you think you should be doing. I think that's really important, so that the goals resonate and they really stick and you can see them through and remember them and actually apply them. And I want to make a word of this year. I want this year to have a word, and I want to stick to that word and think of that word every time I do something or make a decision or not make a decision. The last year, while it has been hard and a lot of it was uncontrollable, I think we can't control what happens, but we can control how we react to it. I think I was doing the best that I could at that moment, but I think since then and reflecting on last year, I want to feel like I've at least started moving towards the things that I want to achieve, and I'm excited. It's good to be back. This is also my 2026 vision board. Isn't it so cute? I love it. I didn't want it to be too crazy, and I feel like it's a bit chaotic and cluttered, which I'm not sure I love, but it has a lot of things that I want to do. And I'm probably going to make another one when I do this vision board making session with lskd at the end of the month. But I just love going to the new year and putting some stuff on there so I can really be intentional. And I've decided to keep this in my bedroom as well so I can actually see it every day. Whereas before I would keep it in my office so I wouldn't even see it. Obviously we've got things like wedding, marathon. I want to do a half marathon in Sydney, Copenhagen, gardening, museums, going to the beach more. I really want to get into Korean skincare this year. That's something that I want to do for my skin. There's some really important quotes, like how we spend our days is how we spend our lives. I think being intentional and, like I was saying before, being super actionable with what you actually want is really important. Ask the universe for more. It isn't on a budget. I will attract the right people by being myself. That is really important to me this year. Obviously, just having more fun, more time off screens is really important as well. Being active as well is really, really important to me as well this year. I also kind of want to learn to play piano. That is it in all of her glory. I love her. And she sits right there so I can see her every time I'm doing my makeup in the morning. First matcha of the day. Oh. I did almond milk, honey, and a little bit of vanilla. I think I prefer it without the vanilla actually, but my go-to is just honey, and it just gives it the perfect amount of sweetness, and I just love it. I use this one, so it's ceremonial grade, whatever that means, by Matcha Lane, and I really enjoy it. I feel like it tastes good, it's good quality, and it's super vibrant and green. Look at my cutie little lamp that I bought on Facebook Marketplace. I'm so happy with it. It's so cute. And it fits perfectly right next to my record player. And my plant, she is thriving here. Look how good she is doing. And this bit is like, I should probably turn it around so you can, there's like this full long bit coming down, which is exciting. I found it. Let's just take a second to look how cute my scrapbooking was at the start of the year. And I literally did this much. I really enjoyed scrapbooking, but I just forget about it. Hence the ADHD diagnosis. Are we surprised? No, that I've forgotten about a hobby. Didn't meet a single goal that I had. Okay, here's my 2025 bingo. I went to the Busy Girls Social Club vision board making and goal setting session earlier in the year, which is so funny because I'm actually going to their New Year one, which is at the end of this month, and it's in collaboration with lskd, and I'm very excited. I think it's going to be so fun. It's going to be such a level up from last year's one. 2025 bingo. Process/take more film photos. Didn't do that. Host board games night. I did do that. Make 2 new friends. I made 1 new friend, I would say. Making friends as an adult is hard, so I'm happy with 1. Start investing in stocks. Didn't do that. Try a new Pilates class. I did do that. I got into my Reform Pilates, which was good. Sub 30-minute 5K, didn't do that. Read 10 non-fiction books, didn't do that. Go to a concert. I don't think I went to any concerts last year. That's what I mean. Like all of these things that I wanted to do, I did not do. Family holiday. We did do that in the new year. We did it literally on the 2nd of Feb. We went on a camping trip to North Stradbroke as a family, and it was really nice. I had a really good time. Save 10K, didn't do that. Pay off wedding venue, didn't do that. Get monetized on YouTube, didn't do that. Do a surf lesson, didn't do that. 1 unassisted pull-up, did do that. Stop using Afterpay. Yep. I have such an issue with Afterpay, and it's such a vicious cycle, and I need to get out of it because it's not needed. Start therapy. I saw a psychiatrist for the ADHD assessment. I feel like that's in that ballpark. Find my wedding dress, didn't do that. Book our honeymoon, I did kind of do that, which is exciting. Laser therapy, I think that says, which I haven't done yet, but I do really want to. Have you guys done it? I really want to know if it is worth it because I hate shaving. I hate shaving so much. So if it is worth it, let me know. Picnic date night, we've definitely done that. North Stradbroke camping trip. We did that in 2026, but we still did it. So I'm counting it as a win. Scuba dive, didn't do that. Use the stand-up paddleboard. Yes, we did use the stand-up paddleboard, which was so fun. And go to Tangalooma, which we did do. So look, I mean, I would say that's like a 30% success rate. We can do better this year. We can. I believe in it. I do believe in it. So I'm in a grumpy mood and I'm taking myself on a run. You know how sometimes you have to take yourself to bed when you're in a grumpy mood, or you've got to take yourself for a shower if you're in a sad mood or whatever? Well, I'm taking myself on a run because I'm in a very, very grumpy mood, and now I can't find my keys. They're on the bench. Of course, they're on the bench. I had a very frustrating day and it's made me in a very mad mood. I'm doing what's good for me, not what I feel like doing right now. Let's go. I'm going to drive myself. This is how I've positioned it to myself. I'm going to drive myself to a place that I know I want to run at because it's very beautiful there and it's just up the road from me, and that's going to make me feel better, I think. I hope. I've made it to the beach. Halfway. We did it. Look at this sunset. Can't really see it on camera, but it's very good. Oh, you can see my feet. Just ignore my feet. It's a bit weird that you can see my feet. But anyway, I want you to guess what day it is today based on the energy of this clip. It's Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. We finally made it to the end of the week. I didn't really vlog much. I'm really concerned that you can see my feet. I think I need to change that. That's better. It's a little bit darker. I don't know why. My hair is also really oily and gross at the moment and I really need to re-dye it, which is not fun. And I'm gonna look at you and not over there. We're gonna look at you. It is Friday. I wanted to tell you about the books that I've been reading. Usually I read two books. I read a fantasy book and then a non-fantasy book, and whether that's like a non-fiction or a romance, or I say non-fiction, I hardly ever read non-fiction. So it's not often a non-fiction, but usually it's like a literary fiction or a romance or something along those lines. So I wanted to show you what I'm reading because I'm enjoying both of them at the moment. I'm currently reading House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. I'm about, I would say a fourth of the way through. I'm up to page 218 out of around 800 pages, and I am really enjoying it. It is a bit of a slog. Like, why is it this long? Does it have to be this long? I don't know if I agree that it has to be this long, but I'm currently reading it on my Kindle because I don't know if I'm alone in this, but sometimes I feel like when a book looks this physically intimidating, I really struggle to pick it up. Whereas if it's on my Kindle, it's almost like it's this big, not this big. And I know that doesn't make any sense, but we're just going to roll with it because it's working for me. And I also sometimes feel that I'm just more in a Kindle reading mood, and then other times I'm more in a physical book reading mood, and I really just have to like decide what mood I'm in. I also really want to get a new Kindle cover. So if you have any recommendations on Kindle covers, I have had these stickers just in a plastic sleeve for the longest time and I don't like it. I feel like it looks a bit ugly. They're not even like in good spots. They just fall in random spots. So yeah, and I did have a pop socket on the back, but then I broke it, so I haven't been using that. So it just looks a bit manky and I want it to look better. So if you have recommendations, let me know. I really like the burger ones, but I just don't know if I want to spend that much money on a case because they're really expensive, but they are really, really nice. So maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. And then at the same time, I'm listening to the audiobook of this one on Audible because I ran out of Spotify listening hours, and I'm really mad about that because I listen to most of my audiobooks on Spotify, but I ran out and I was like, I'm not paying an extra amount because I think you have to pay an extra $15 to get an extra 15 reading hours or 10 reading hours, and that's like not even a full book. So I'd rather use Audible and get, I think it's 3 months for 99 cents and you get like one book a month, and then by that point my Spotify reading hours will reset and then I can go back to using Spotify. But I'm currently reading I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman. I don't know where I first saw this book, but it has been popping up on my Fable, on my YouTube, on my TikTok. It just looks like such an interesting read and not like anything I've read before. It's a dystopian novel. It was written in 1995, I believe, and it essentially follows 40 women who are trapped in a bunker underground. They're trapped in a bunker with no light, no windows, literally in solitude with each other, and they have been for as long as they can remember. They have no memories of what happened before this bunker, and the only interaction they have with anyone in the outside world is the guards, and the guards will swap over, but the guards don't speak to them, they don't intimidate them, they don't interact with them at all. So it's really about these women who are trapped underground, and I've only just started it. I'm very fresh into it. I think Audible doesn't tell you how long you have left in the book, like percentage-wise, how far through you are, but I have 4 hours and 37 minutes left, but I'm only on chapter 1. It's quite a short book. I think it was like 6 hours total. So I'm only like an hour and a bit into it. I do want to start getting out of my comfort zone in terms of books that I'm reading and not necessarily always reading the books that are on Book Talk. So that is the goal this year. I will also link my Fable below as well if you want to follow me, because I'm starting a book club on Fable for, you know, books that I want to read and that you guys want to read in 2026. So if you want to join that, it's called Booked and Busy and it's on my Fable, so I will link it down below. Because I'm excited. It is a shirt. It is from Nude Lucy and I'm so scared it's going to be too big, but I got it in a medium. Whoa, I think it's going to be too big. It's very big, but it's quite cute, don't you think? It's like this nice striped pattern and it feels really thick and like good quality. What's it made out of, I wonder? I probably should have checked this before I bought it, but I'm not very good at what I should be buying and what I shouldn't. 100% cotton. I'm gonna try it on and we'll see. It looks quite large. I think it's a bit big and I wouldn't wear it with these shorts, but I do like the color of it. And like these sleeves are kind of cool. They've got like a fun little detail on them. Is it too big?
No.
It looks too big on my arms.
Oh no.
I do really like it. I just don't know if it's too big. I would have preferred a small, but they didn't have a small in stock. So it was either an extra small or a medium, and I wanted it to be oversized. So what do you guys think? Yes, I've got a 5-kilometer run at conversational pace. Yeah, I'm going to try to go slow this time for my easy run. That's the mistake I've been making. Oh, this camera battery's dying. Picking up my camera now is to say I've finished work for the day. We did it, we made it. I'm very happy to be done. And I've just uploaded my video as well for the week. So if you haven't seen that, you should go watch it because it'll be out obviously before this one is. The family camping trip that finally made it out of the group chat. We went to North Stradbroke Island with a few of my family members at the start of this month and it was such a nice trip. We had such a good time and the weather was amazing. So yeah, you guys should check it out. It's a fun video, lots and lots of fun. I'm really trying to gear myself up to go for this run. Okay, I'm gonna get dressed. That's as far as I've gotten.
We can do it.
Can we?
Yes.
I wanted to show you guys my lamp that I bought as well. I got it from Facebook Marketplace and it's so cute. This is her, this is she. And this is my beautiful plant that's actually doing so well since being here. Like, look at that. It looks so good. I love it. Yum. What are we gonna do? You wanna do shoulders?
Yep.
What do I wanna do?
Shoulders with me.
I wanna do pull-ups. Because I've been working my pull-ups. I have a goal this year to get 5 pull-ups unassisted and currently I can do 1 with not great form, so that's what we're working towards at the moment. I'm gonna give it a 4.
4.
Yep, a 4.
I'll put it 5.
No, I don't think it'll be a 5. I think it'll be a bit slow. Because all movies like this are kind of slow. But I think I'm gonna give it a 4. What are you gonna give it?
3.5.
Always less than what I give it. I hope I want to read the book after it because I just bought the book. It'd be really funny if I didn't. I'm sure it's gonna be good. I look like an egg. Do I look like an egg?
No.
I feel like an egg. We never gave our review of Hamnet. It was so good. So good. Like way better than I thought it was going to be. Very emotional and yeah, definitely read the trigger warnings before you go into it because it's very sad, but it surprised you, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you thought you were going to give it a 3.5 and you gave it a 5.
Well, I thought I would enjoy it, but I didn't think I would enjoy it that much.
Yeah, like
as depressing as the movie is.
It's really sad, but like you just can't take your eyes off the screen. Yeah, it's not all sad.
The second half is like my stomach hurt the whole time.
It was devastating. It was like a devastating movie, but one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. I'm very glad I bought the book because I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't want to read the book after seeing the movie, but I definitely want to read the book because I feel like I want more. I want to see more of the world. Anyway, we are on our way for breakfast this morning. We're going to a new spot that we haven't been to before. They're pretty local to us, which is good. Called Lobby. They essentially do coffees. I think they do like a small amount of food, mainly like toasties, jaffles and sandwiches, and then they do cookies as well. The main thing is they have indoor seating because today the weather is awful. It looks like it's going to storm and it's been storming on and off all night.
How are we going to do our run?
Look at this, they look so good. I don't know how we're going to do our run because we've got 7Ks to do today. I reckon it'll be fine this afternoon. Let's have a look. Oh, we'll have a look. It's in that TikTok? Part of Zach and I's relationship is me just telling him about my TikTok sounds that I've seen and asking him if he's heard them, and 9 times out of 10. I almost want to say, I could confidently say 10 times out of 10 you haven't heard any of them.
I feel good.
Yeah, we did it. It was only hard at the end. Everything else was fine.
Because she wanted to do the last kilometre and get it under 50 minutes, which I did.
I did not. I got 50 minutes and 4 seconds, which I think is a pretty good effort anyway, though.
Very good effort.
I'm nervous. It's fine to be nervous. I'm going to a solo event this morning. It's essentially like a vision board making event with lskd. I'm really nervous because I'm going by myself, but you know, we can do hard things. We commit to our commitments and we said we're gonna go, so we're going. It's gonna be really fun. It's basically a Pilates morning. I think it's Pilates meant to be on maybe a roof top. I could be wrong though, it might not be that. I'll try to film as much as I can, and then we are doing breakfast and coffee, and then I think it's vision board making, which will be really fun. I am really tired this morning. I haven't had a coffee. I'm also on day 2 of my period, so we're feeling really not confident, but that's okay. I'm only here to have fun and enjoy myself and step out of my comfort zone, and I'm not putting any other expectation on me, so it's gonna be a fun time. It's meant to start at 8:15 and it's 8:08, and you best believe I won't be walking in there any earlier than I need to. So let's go. I'm not bringing my camera though. I'm not that confident.